Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Coming to you live from NAWBO HQ. Well, separately NAWBO HQ.
Separately and together all at the same time.
I know.
That's right.
Well, see,
No
we
masks
work
needed.
virtually anyway as a team here. So working this way is the same for us. However, we have added so many more Facebook Lives, which has been super fun.
It
And
has.
you know what I'm realizing? My outfit matches our graphic.
We planned that.
Nice.
We totally planned that. That's so you, Margaret.
Isn't that funny? Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm Margaret Brown. We're here with Lori Lemon, Deb Snyder, and let's just introduce ourselves because I know not everyone knows us. We are live on YouTube, our Twitter channel, and on Facebook. And then these videos will also be repurposed on our LinkedIn as well as in our Instagram. So we make up a portion of the NAWBO national team, also known as NAWBO HQ. And we serve you every day. I am a member of the communications team, and I focus on digital strategy. Lori?
Hi, I'm Lori Lemon, and I'm a part of the membership team working along with Deb. Been around about a year on this side of the fence after retiring from UPS. I love it. I now bleed brown and teal and really having the time of my life working with such wonderful teammates and women business owners across the country.
Awesome. And I love working with Lori and with Margaret, Deborah Snyder here, and everything membership and virtual programming as far as our virtual lunch and learns that we do, our community connects, which we're going to start up again in August. We have quite the program ready for you lined up and hit the ground running next Tuesday, where we have the virtual lunch and learns, and then Wednesdays we have our community connects.
Okay, everybody is talking about community connects.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, there was this thing on Wednesdays. I'm like, it's coming back. Everything was just quiet in July. Everybody needed a refresh, restart. So Deb, I'm so excited for that. And this is my public promise that I will be more active on those Wednesday calls, and I will put them on my calendar to support you and to be there and hang out with our members.
Yeah, lots of fun.
It's truly loving the breakout room feature with Zoom because it really allows for those. You really feel like you're sitting in the room with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice. But July, even though you haven't seen us, we've been super, super busy, and we're excited to share, everybody, about what's going on with Next Gen and this track that we're doing, which is part of our virtual experience this year and the conference. So
yeah. And I just want to give a shout out to NAWBO California, who did a really great conference yesterday. And what it showed me was that I thought to myself, because I've been on so many Zoom meetings, I haven't really done many conferences, a full day of conference online. Yes. And I will tell you what, I had a great time. I really enjoyed myself. And so that to me proved that we will have fun on our upcoming conferences. I knew that. I just hadn't really experienced it. And then B, we can still feel together, which is so awesome. So and we saw a little bit of that during the birthday, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We did. And so, no, I agree. I was part of NAWBO Propel yesterday, and congratulations to Vakita and Hillary and the entire board. I mean, a lot of hard work went into that. But yes, the connectivity and just having something to look forward to. I don't know about all of you, but like every day kind of seems like the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day until all of a sudden it's Friday. And then it's like, oh, the week just ended. How did that happen? Yeah. But now, like, to know there's an actual date out there, and we're going to wake up, and that day is going to feel different than the day before. So I'm excited about that.
I know. Yeah, me too. Yes. So before we move on to what we have a graphic here that we are going to talk about. But I just want to also say we are here with, I know members and non-members alike are listening to this right now. And I want you to know why you're seeing the three of us and you're not seeing anyone else who's representing NAWBO. Today we have a national board, we have a president's assembly steering committee, we have thousands of members across the country. So again, this is NAWBO HQ, and we are 3 of, I believe, 9 team members.
9, 10. Yep, absolutely.
And so we are a small but mighty team. And so a lot of us wear different hats, and this is one of them. We love social media to be able to share our graphics with you and links, but we're not, blind to the fact that it's important for us to also be live with you. Let us, let you hear us. Let us, listen to you in the chat and all of that. So anyway, I want to give the mic over to Lori. And Lori, please tell us a little bit about the Next Gen track. If you could even go into the history of it. I mean, I'm not on a time frame. I don't know about you all, but I've got some time.
Well, absolutely. And it's a great topic. It's one that I am really, really excited about, not only about this exciting graphic that Margaret did, but about the program itself. First of all, we launched it last year. We had a fabulous time, a one-day program at the Women's Business Conference in Jacksonville. Great way to kick it off. This year, obviously, everything's different. Everybody knows that. But I think the great news for us is the virtual environment allows us to reach a lot more of our target audience. So what we're doing is, again, this is our Next Gen program track leading up to the WBC. It's September 15th, 16th, and 17th. It's 2 hours a day, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. And we're really targeting, the women out there that I hope will be our future NAWBO members, many of whom are in college currently. They might be in business or entrepreneurship programs. They might be in graduate school getting their MBA or, again, an entrepreneurship program or focus. They might be just out of college, just starting their own business, or they have that one idea and they're oh so close to launching. Well, we're going to provide you some great programming. And secondarily, of course, I don't want to minimize those. There's already some really, really talented high school students out there, too. Some women who really have already begun their businesses, who I'm already in awe of. So this program is designed for all of you and all of them. And again, it'll start off with, let's get all of us inspired. So we're going to hear from a panel that first day. Particularly from women business owners who are young entrepreneurs and they've already begun their businesses. The next day will be about get motivated. Hey, just like all of our women business owners, let's work on our businesses. Our ideas, our realities. Let's talk about why financing is so important or why getting your business plan put together is so critical. Let's look at why personalities matter, as we all know, when we work together. And then finally, the third day is about, on September 17th, let's get connected. Marketing, public speaking, being able to talk to your audience and reach your audience. How do you do that? We're going to give you a lot of tips and resources. We've got fabulous speakers lined up. And now we're looking for the attendees. And again, if you are you're hearing us and you are a NAWBO member or non-member, but you are connected with your alma mater, or you are connected to a local college or group that really focuses on entrepreneurship and women businesses, hey, we've got information for you. Absolutely go to our website. We've got a lot of information. The cost is very reasonable for our young entrepreneurs. And we would love to have as many attendees as possible. Again, we can reach all across the U.S. in this virtual world. And we feel like this program really, really is going to do it.
Yes.
So, Deb, what have I forgotten or what else to highlight?
Well, I just wanted to say that I'm really excited about what you're sharing. And I want to just mention, I participated last year. I sat in the back and I watched it. And what was so exciting is that at this young age, these next gen entrepreneurs are given education and, best practices and learn from our past at this stage of the business rather than having to do it alone. And also what I've noticed in certain, I know that next gen entrepreneurs, they have possibly created a community of other next gen entrepreneurs, which is awesome, because nobody knows what they are going through exactly than a peer. However, what they're missing there is the history of and the experience. And so I feel like that's where NAWBO comes in. And I'm so glad that we're taking this on. Deb?
Absolutely.
Well, and Lori mentioned this as far as the next generation of women business owners in our country. And so we actually have that next gen student member category in which you can join now. And one of the things that we offered as one of the packages, it's a really good value that with the registration, you actually could also get a membership to NAWBO. So you may want to check that out on NAWBO.org. And the other thing I just highlight is that it's going to be a very hands-on environment. We plan on having interactive workshops and where it's very digestible. You're not going to be sitting there for an hour and 3 hours. You're going to be like, it's going to be a 20-minute session and then hands on deck and work. So we're really excited about the interaction that's going to be taking place in this environment as well.
Yes, I totally agree. That's the best part, because we really feel like, there's too many Zoom calls that we're all on where, again, it's a lot of listening and there's only so much you can really take in. And we want everybody to be able to act on it. So that's where it will be interactive. We'll use breakout features and we'll use, we'll help connect people. Because again, I think these entrepreneurs can connect just as our NAWBO members connect and really benefit from their peers.
And I know several NAWBO members who are planning on registering, so that way they can be a support and connect with these young entrepreneurs. I know that, if you don't mind me just sharing, that when I started my business, I was 28. And I did not know a business owner. And this year I'll be 40. And so what I have learned in my business from NAWBO has made the difference of me lasting this long, and not only lasting, but thriving. And so getting into an organization like this, it's not like a for right now, or I'm, winning an award, or I'm a speaker and then I'm going to go and I'm going to go find other groups that I can do this. No, this is like where you plant yourself. You put your pillars up. This is forever. Like, I imagine myself one day being 60, 70 years old. And I hope that younger entrepreneurs say, Margaret helped me. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to get all sentimental here, but that's what I hope for. And I know that
it's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of our members.
And I mean, I think the key part of that, and Deb mentioned it a little bit too, is connecting to our local chapters. So we hope that many of the entrepreneurs who attend this session do choose the option that includes a 1-year membership under our Next Gen student membership. Because again, we hope that you can find your mentors there. You can find your connection points within our local chapters. They have so much to offer in addition to our HQ. Yeah. Your informal board of directors, if you will. That's where really the rubber meets the road. And so I hope people will really consider that, because I think it's a great, not only a great deal, but a great benefit.
Right.
And then as far as our NAWBO Nation out there, there's going to be a panel discussion. And we're always in a place in NAWBO where we're ready to learn from others. And so this panel is, do you want to talk about that, Lori? Just tease it just a little bit, not too much.
Well, we've got, not only do we have, at least one young lady who was with us last year who already has a successful business, and forgive the plane going behind me, but we have, it looks like probably 4 panelists representing various industries and various age groups from high school to college. And again, extraordinary young women who, I wish I was as poised and as knowledgeable as they are at their age. I wish I was at that time. But I think we're going to have a great great conversation, because we got Vera Jones, who is going to moderate the panel, and we're really going to try and let them tell us about lessons learned. I mean, there's just so many lessons that we're all learning early on in our business, and I love to get their perspective. It's very exciting and uplifting, I think, and inspirational. So
awesome. Amazing. And Deb, Lori said something, and I would love for you to bounce off of that. Let's say a person who comes to the Next Gen decides, I want to be a member, and one, they really in their schedule cannot really make in-person events. B, they don't live near a chapter. Can you talk a little bit about, I know to some this might be a broken record, but remember, we are on our public channels. Not everybody knows about what we have going on. So tell us about what our virtual looks like.
Absolutely.
Can I just say one thing here? Our NAWBO CEO, Jen Earl, who you all know and love, she wants to give a special thanks to our amazing sponsors. And I want to ditto that. And that's Master Your Card, Dell, Colby Alpha Metals Corp. And is there anybody else, Lori and Deb, that we might be missing?
I think that's it for now. Yeah, definitely Master Your Card, Colby and Dell, our main sponsors of Next Gen.
We can't do this without them.
Exactly.
That's right.
Thank you, Jen, for reminding us. Yes, we needed to say that. So we do appreciate the support, and makes a big difference. The virtual environment. So we've been talking about the virtual environment before there was even a virtual environment like what we're experiencing now. And so we continue to provide that environment for connection. And so we're really thinking about figuring out ways to further connect virtually with this group for the people that have registered after the conference. So we want to, and we're going to hear from all of you. We're here to serve and support you. That's our mission and vision. So we will take your lead and figure that out. But the virtual environment makes it anything possible. So you don't have to worry about having to travel or and just have the ease and access of what it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Our whole virtual experience here at NAWBO has changed, is evolving. Yes. And I'm so grateful for that, because even when we are able to travel and safely and all of that, there's a certain freedom in being able to just go into your home office and connect with a NAWBO member in Orlando.
Yep.
I mean, or even in your own city, where here in Los Angeles, a 30-mile drive could be 3 hours. So this is something that's really awesome. And it's only getting better if I can just get you excited about that. And people are connecting, people are doing business with each other, people are starting to mastermind with each other. And there's just a lot of goodness happening. And it was really important that we came online to just talk about the Next Gen track. I also want to say, and forgive me if you already said this, Lori, if you know someone who's interested, who's ever even thought about it, entrepreneurs in high school, sometimes, again, I am not an expert in this area, but I was an entrepreneur, and this was me, and I have seen this pattern. In high school, they may not even know that they want to be an entrepreneur. So they might kind of not even be attracted to a traditional job or career. That might be a great person for this. And entrepreneurs are sprouting up every single day. They're seeing the different women in, taking on second careers as entrepreneurs at a greater, at an older age are doing this, because all of us are just seeing in this world that we have something to offer, and wow, maybe I'll create a business. So what I'm saying is look at your youth around you. This just might be a really fun summer opportunity to expand their horizons. So that's what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, who can I poke?
Yes. Well said. Well said. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Lori.
Yep.
So
awesome.
a great way to spend a few days. So you want to check us out on NAWBO.org, and then make sure you will have some time to join us September 15th through the 17th.
Yes, and the link is right here in the show notes or the caption, whatever you'd like to call it. And also right under that, where we will not go into too much detail here because we will be live with you next week giving you more details. We do want to invite you to join our annual conference, the Women's Business Conference, hashtag NAWBO WBC. Anybody want to say anything about the WBC before we sign off?
It's not to be missed. I mean, Glenn and
absolutely.
Doyle.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, we're excited, and we are working on all those sessions, and you're gonna, if you enjoyed the birthday and I know some of you don't know what we're talking about. NAWBO turned 45 this year, so of course we had to have a birthday party celebration, but that was a good experience for us to see what our community, how they would respond coming together like this. And so you're going to feel the energy. We're really, really excited. So check it out on NAWBO.org, and we'll talk more about it next week. So
yeah, we'll talk more about it next week. One thing I will say, though, is that if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, if you're passionate about next-gen entrepreneurship, or you want to exhibit at the annual conference, our virtual exhibit hall is open, ready to take on new exhibitors. If you have any questions about how you can utilize these platforms to support and to bring visibility to your business, please reach out to us. We will share the information with you, and if it works, we'd love to invite you to be part of it. So thank you so much for everything you all do, all the likes and the shares that you do for NAWBO. I can't tell you how much that means to the organization, to the mission of this organization. And we thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks,
all
everybody.
Right. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks so much.
Bye.